Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video I will be looking back at the FNAF action figure line made by Funko. With the recent release of the Jazzwares figures, I think it's pretty safe to say that Funko won't be making any more FNAF figures. So this is, in my opinion, the perfect time to make this retrospective. This video is also the FNAF birthday special on my channel, so happy birthday FNAF! But without any further ado, let's just get right into the video. And kicking off the Funko line in this video, we of course got Series 1, with some pretty good figures. These guys are well detailed and most of them have accessories. I especially like Chica's cupcake and Bonnie's guitar. But for as good as these are, they are not perfect. For example, we got the infamous upper teeth and Golden Freddy just being a simple recolor. But the buildable figure, that being Springtrap, makes up for everything. He has most of the details like the flesh and withering. Also, just quickly wanted to mention that it makes no sense to have Springtrap's head and torso be included with Foxy, because Foxy was the most popular character at the time. If you want to make money, you should include Springtrap's head and torso with a less popular character like Chica. Damn, that was a long side note. This set would go on to be re-released later down the line, with some differences, especially on Foxy. Overall, this is pretty good, but definitely has some flaws. Alongside Series 1, Funko also released the Hot Topic exclusive glow-in-the-dark Fox, who is just a slightly worse painted Foxy that glows in the dark. Who would have guessed? And now he's stupidly rare and expensive, like holy shit! By the way, while recording this, I'm just reading a script. I can't see any of the prices, so I'll just trust editing Meowski to put a picture of the price or something. Moving on, we got Series 2 with the Nightmares on Funtime Foxy / Fixed Mango. Why? You could have made anyone. Nightmare Fredbear. Nightmare. Fuck it. Make Plush Trap. There's so many FNAF 4 characters. Yet you made Funtime Foxy / Fixed Mango. Anyway, rant over. Aside from Funtime Foxy, Series 2 is incredible. The details on the Nightmare animatronics and the Freddle and the Nightmare Cupcake accessories are amazing. Sadly, Nightmare Freddy doesn't come with all 3 Freddles, but it's understandable because then the figure would be too expensive. Nightmare Chica's eye is blue, which is inaccurate, but that's a minor error. The Nightmares are on par, if not better, than Springtrap from Series 1. The Build-A-Figure from this wave is Nightmarian, who is very well made and is really tall like in the game, but has one major flaw. He can't stand on his own, and doesn't come with a base, which is really sad, because if he could stand or had a base, he would be perfect. The exclusive for this set was the GameStop exclusive Jacko Chica. She's a big step up from glow-in-the-dark Foxy, even though she's still just a recolor. What I like about this figure is the fact that she's an actual character from the Halloween DLC. Her eyes and mouth glow in the dark just like in the game, and she comes with a pumpkin, which is exclusive to her and also glows in the dark. Next up, we got the sister location set with very game accurate figures. I especially like how Funtime Freddy has Bon Bon, who is fully detailed, and Ballora has a base so she can stand on one leg like in the game. The buildable figure for this set is Ennard, which is fitting as he's an amalgamation of all the animatronics. And he looks really good, but not perfect. He doesn't have the protruding wires like in the game, but I understand why they didn't do that. But not adding the eyebrows, I will never understand. Overall, these are nearly perfect. If you want the most game accurate set, then you should get this one. Did you think there would be one exclusive for this set? Well, you got 2. Namely, Lulbit and Glow in the Dark Baby, who are both Walgreens exclusives. Starting off with Lulbit, he looks pretty good. I like how she has the hook from FNAF World. But he has Funtime Foxy's eyebrows, which is inaccurate. Probably because Funko didn't want to alter the sculpt too much. She's really expensive nowadays, like really. And the other exclusive is Glow in the Dark Baby. What should I even say? It's just Baby, but she glows in the dark. And if you think she can't be worth that much because she looks basically identical to regular Baby, well, she's extremely expensive too. Moving on, we got the FNAF Pizzeria Simulator wave. This wave has really high quality figures. I especially like Rockstar Foxy with his parrot. But the character choices are weird, because instead of making the main characters like Molten Freddy or Scraptrap, or the Rockstars, because they can technically be considered the main cast, they made 2 mediocre Melodies, L-Chip, and only 2 Rockstars. But the buildable figure makes up for everything once again. The build-a-figure for this set was Scrap Baby, and she looks on par if not better than Ennard, having most of the details and being almost entirely game accurate. but Funko forgot to paint one of the faceplates gray like the game. But that's a minor detail that I can look past. So overall, this set is good, but the character choices are somewhat questionable. The exclusive for this wave is the Walmart exclusive Lefty, who's a pretty nice exclusive. His paint job is very accurate, but he has two flaws. Since he's just a repainted Rockstar Freddy, he doesn't have the bigger nose like in the game. And like Antimatronic said, he's a righty. Like, come on, Funko, you couldn't have even bothered changing the hand to make the character not only game accurate, but also name accurate? But if you like Lefty, I think it's best to display him without the mic. Also, I'll just quickly mention the glow-in-the-dark pizza sim wave here. It's just a lazy recolor of the entire wave, and without Scrap Baby. Plus, because of the glow-in-the-dark paints, these guys have this weird, shiny, greasy looking paint. Why even make this? Next up, we got the Blacklight set. This is definitely the era when Funko started to struggle and made a bunch of recolors like the glow-in-the-dark pizza sim wave. The Blacklight figures are just the same ones as the FNAF 1 figures, like they literally have the exact same sculpts down to the upper teeth. The colors on Freddy and Bonnie don't look that good in my opinion, but Foxy and Chica look fine. Also, Bonnie doesn't have his guitar, because probably at this time there were some licensing issues with Bonnie's guitar, which is also why Bonnie's guitar is different in FNAF VR. Overall, the set is pretty lazy, but looks somewhat decent. Moving on, we got the worst FNAF Funko wave in my opinion. We got the Security Breach wave. This wave just has so much wrong with it. If the last one wasn't a sign that Funko was struggling, then this definitely is. All of the sculpts except for Vanny are just lazy reuses. Lamrock Freddy here is using the Funtime Freddy head. Lamrock Chica is using classic Chica's head. Roxy has classic Foxy's head. But Monty got the worst of them all. If all the others at least had heads that maybe kinda fit, Monty straight up has Funtime Freddy's head, which is completely wrong and looks like complete ass. But at least he has his tail. Vanny looks decent, but she could be improved with a better paint job, but she looks acceptable, unlike the others. And here we got Series 6, which is mainly based on FNAF AR. Chocolate Freddy looks nice, I like the bite marks and the endo detail, but one thing about him is off. He isn't a real character. He literally isn't in FNAF AR or any other games. Why did Funko bother making him? Just to have a Freddy variant for this wave? Actually, yeah, that's probably if Funko would do that. Chocolate Chica and Bonnie look good too, but unlike Freddy, they are real characters. We haven't had exclusives in a while. You're probably starting to miss them. Well, you're in luck, because this wave had two whole exclusives, those being Freddy Frostbear and Easter Bonnie, both exclusive to Walmart. Starting off with Frostbear, he has some pretty good ice details, especially on the ears, and he's also transparent, which is game accurate. Easter Bonnie is just a recolor of classic Bonnie and sadly doesn't have the tag on his ear like in the game. Moving on, we got the Curse of Dreadbear wave. Starting off with the main man himself, Dreadbear. He looks really nice, I like his endo detail, but he's a little too green. Glitch Trap would be perfect, but sadly he has the endoskeleton looking joints making him look a little worse, but I understand why those are there. Grim Foxy is nice and glows in the dark, but I'm not the biggest fan of the transparent head and torso. And Jackal Bonnie is a recolor of Nightmare Bonnie, with a transparent head and torso too, but I like him more than Grim Foxy. And he also glows in the dark like Grim Foxy. Overall, this set is a mixed bag, but certainly better than most of the newer stuff. Captain Foxy was the exclusive for this wave, and he was exclusive to Walmart. He's just regular Foxy, but with a pirate outfit that looks really nice and fits him very well. So this is definitely a good exclusive. Next up, we got the FNAF AR wave with the skins of toy animatronics and not the actual toy animatronics. Why? At the time there were no toy animatronic figures, so why not make them? You already sculpted them. Aside from that, the toy animatronics look nice. I like the colors and high score Toy Chica's cupcake. Radioactive Foxy is a standout in my opinion because he has a fully detailed endoskeleton, minus the head. Also, all of these glow in the dark. Toxic Springtrap was also a part of this wave. I like how he looks, he is well detailed, but I don't really like the nose color. He also glows in the dark like the rest of this wave. Alongside this wave, Funko released 3 full exclusives, 2 Walmart exclusives and 1 Amazon exclusive. First, the Walmart's exclusive Livewire Freddy, who has a pretty good head, but the body and mic are just 3 colors of the Toy Freddy's. Another Walmart's exclusive is Shamrock Freddy. He looks nice, I like the hat and chain, but the rust detailing just didn't work out at all, looking like he literally ate shit. And for the final exclusive, being an Amazon exclusive, we got Liberty Chica. She looks good and I like the cupcake, but why waste your resources on sculpting a holiday skin when you can make literally any fan favorite character? Damn, there was a lot of exclusives for one set. If you thought any of the previous waves were extremely lazy, well, you've seen nothing yet. I take back what I've said about the security breach wave. This is the worst Funko wave, and it's the tie-dye wave. What do I even need to say about these, except for that they're lazy and look like shit? The only thing these are good for is making customs. For whatever reason, Funko decided it was a good idea to give this wave a Walmart exclusive tie-dye Springtrap. He literally looks like moldy cheese. Who would even want to bother going out of their way to get this one? Moving on, we got a Walmart exclusive Arctic Ballora. She's using a new sculpt. Funko again, wasting resources on random skins instead of making fan favorite characters. Ice looks good and kinda reminds me of Frostbear. She comes with a base like regular Ballora, and as an exclusive it's nice, but I think Funko should have made a character instead of a skin. Next up, we got this set of circus figures. These are extremely weird because they have never been in any game, and with how long ago these came out, I think it's safe to say they won't be. Aside from Funko again wasting resources on these look kinda nice, but these guys barely resemble anything FNAF. If you told me this wasn't FNAF, I would believe you. At least they are unique. And here we got the Balloon Circus Wave, which could be lumped together with the Circus Wave. Freddy looks like a younger version of Circus Freddy, and Foxy being a Walmart exclusive is more special, but still isn't that good. But does look better than his circus counterpart. Moving on, we got two standalone Walmart exclusives, being Firework Freddy and Blackheart Bonnie. Firework Freddy looks good and is using an updated classic Freddy sculpt, without the upper teeth and the more accurate face. It's sad that he was made into Firework Freddy and wasn't just released as a revamped Freddy. Blackheart Bonnie, however, is using the regular Bonnie sculpt, but transparent. He also has glowing eyes and heart, which I quite like. These two make sense being exclusives as they are just character variants. Moving on, we got the Christmas set of figures. These guys again use the new sculpts for random variants, but I do like these. I don't know why, but something about the theming of these is just really nice. And I think these could be nice Christmas decorations. I especially like Gingerbread Foxy. I like the icing details. This set of glorified Christmas decorations got a Walmart exclusive, that being Nutcracker Foxy. I like his design. I could see this being an actual old Nutcracker. He can actually be used as a Nutcracker, but not very well, as he's made of plastic. After releasing a bunch of weird variants, Funko finally gave us the Sun and Moon figures we've all been waiting years for. These guys are finally using a unique mold for characters that fans actually want, and these look perfect. They are really game accurate and are on par with the older figures in terms of quality. This set also got an exclusive, that being Photo Negative Glamrock Freddy, who was exclusive to Funko.com. Yep, this is literally just Glamrock Freddy, but Photo Negative. Feels like Funko really wanted to have an exclusive and nothing else. Funko's final wave that they made was the Ruin Wave, and what a way to end the action figure line. These figures look extremely game accurate and the Withering looks incredible, and Chica and Roxy finally got unique sculpts even though they are ruined. Now, my only gripe with this wave is the fact that the wave feels incomplete without Ruined Freddy and Monty, but I understand why Funko didn't make them. And finally, ending this video, we got the 12" / 30cm Jumbo Freddy and Bonnie figures. These guys are basically the original figures but bigger, but Bonnie's guitar is using the FNAF VR design, which is nice. But yeah, before I end this video, I want to quickly thank the FNAF Wiki for archiving all the figure images. I took the images from the FNAF Wiki. And of course, I can't forget to say happy birthday to FNAF, and thank you Scott Coffin for this amazing franchise. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!